Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here, and in this video I'm going to take a look at Quest Mage. Quest Mage was the most common deck to face in the very first days of United in Stormwind, but since lots of other decks have been targeting it, so is Quest Mage still good? And the answer is yes, it is still good. Sorcerer's Gambit, if you can get through that quest line, you get Arcanist Dawngrasp, Bellcry for the rest of the game, you have spell damage +3. And then when you have a bunch of burn spells in the deck, including Ignite, which just keeps getting shuffled back into your deck for even more damage, then yeah, that's an inevitability right there. There are currently 3 slightly different variants of Quest Mage. You can play Quest Mage as a no-minion mage deck, and that's the path that I have chosen as well, playing with these Apex's Blasts. Some people also playing with Shattering Blasts. Just trying to get that Frost part of the quest completion advanced a little bit better, because that one can really be tricky sometimes. Then there's a variant that cuts the Apex's Blast to run Wand Thieves, and there's a variant that cuts the Apex's Blast to run Gadgets and Auctioneers, playing a little bit differently each one of them. If your opponent is also playing a deck that doesn't summon minions, it can be really difficult to target your Frost spells, so sometimes I even have to use my Apex's Blast, and the minion that's summoned from there I have to kill it with my own Frost spells to advance my quest. Same applies to the Wound Thief variant. You can use a Frost spell to kill your Wound Thief and advance your quest, and to a lesser extent the Auctioneer variant. The deck card that I like to use currently in Quest Mage is Devolving Missiles. There's a lot of buffs going around, so Devolving Missiles can get rid of stealth minions, can get rid of big buffed minions, just an excellent tool for the current meta. And as you try to complete your quest, the most difficult part is those Frost spells. Flurry can only be played if there are any minions on the board. Brain Freeze can also be targeting your own minions, and Ice Barrier can only be played once unless somebody hits you in the face and procs it. So try to plan ahead in the ways that, okay, how can I use my Frost spells? And like if you do Apex's Blast on the opponent's face and you summon a minion, it's usually bigger than 3 health. So you might be able to Brain Freeze that. If you get one stage of the quest there, you might be able to Brain Freeze it again for the next stage of the quest. As for the mulligans with this deck, the 2 cards that you always want to keep are the Sorcerer's Gambit and Incanter's Flow. You want to go down to your quest, and Incanter's Flow making all of the other spells in your deck cheaper. That's just excellent. Other than that, it really depends on your opponent. Sometimes you might want to hold on to like Ice Barrier or First Flame against some very floody decks, maybe even a Fire Sail. Just trying to pick defensive cards that are effective against whatever deck you're playing against. Now, let's take a look at Quest Mage in action, and if you enjoy this content, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, that's a mirror. Who is able to actually play Frost spells is the question. Who will get to play Frost? I have some Ice Barriers, but I will only be able to play one. Because after the first Ice Barrier, there will never be any minion damage. I kind of just want to jam this to their face. Well, let's do that. Incanter's Flow. Oh, these are really sweet looking cards, aren't they? Or another Ignite. Oh, more Apex's Plus. Do I just jam all the damage to their face and see if that's going to kill them or not? That's one way to play this game, I suppose. I'll go with the Incanter's Flow. Let's see. I'm sad Handlock just won't work right now. Yeah, sadly Handlock is indeed unplayable. Maybe that was not correct. Yeah. Picking the Arcane. But I should have played it here. Sorry, I just blundered a couple of times here. Because there's like 2 approaches. Either you try to complete the quest, or you try to just put damage to the face and see if it's enough. Ooh, fire. Yes, please. That's exactly the top deck that I wanted. That's exactly the top deck I wanted. But I played this. No, it was fine. The order was fine. So, no, the order was better the other way around. Because I already had an arcane spell in hand. The question is who is going to be able to play any frost spells. Or maybe just jamming damage to the face is correct. Perfectly viable plan. Tidy up, Salma. No more arcane spells. Oof. Now we'll do a Spring Water and see what comes up.
You are so very clever.
These cannot be used with no minions on the board. No fire spells in hand. Let's see what I can discover. Well, that's a fire spell. Do I just play it now? Coin. Yeah, we'll just coin the fireball to the face. Let's see how it goes. Never, Rick. Hey, thank you for the sub. Appreciate the support. Mask of Cthulhu isn't played in these decks. No, too expensive. Too slow. Who knows? Secrets that I don't know about. Well, this is the cheapest spell, in case it's a counter spell. Because it probably is a counter spell. It should be a counter spell at this point. Fire Sale is useless, let's just trade it away. I would need to find the Primordial Studies if I wanted to get rid of these frost spells in hand. Most of my hand is frost spells. I have drawn as much as I can, so that's not the problem, but there's too many frost spells. Actually need to do this. Then I can brain freeze that. But I'm down to 15, so there's a chance that they just find the damage and kill me. These are totally useless. Ouch. I don't want to summon a random focused minion. None of these can ever be played. I need a fire spell and an arcane spell. That's the only arcane spell I have here. I can still wait with that. But oh boy. Not looking good. They probably will find the damage to just kill me. I've spent my card draw. I've spent all the card draw that I have been able to spend. They will never attack with a minion. They'll never leave a minion on the board either. Okay. Some card draw maybe? That is not card draw. Arcane and Fire. It is an arcane spell though. Need a fire spell. Or I can try to draw one card with an arcane spell now. This would draw a whole bunch of cards if I can find a fire spell that can target something. That means Ignite. Or Fireball. There's apparently a lot of fire spells left in my deck. Drawing just one card is so bad. I think I'm losing. I think they will be able to just burn me down. Well, that randomly generated Mask of Cthulhu was pretty good. They were just generating counter spells and burn. But I haven't been able to do that. It's not helping. Am I dead next turn? That's the big question, isn't it? Or can I win with this now?
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
Come on, 3 ignites. 3 ignites. Come on, 0 cost ignites. I think I'm gonna need a fire sale against a base priest. The face priest is good against me. I'm actually going to hold back the quest for a turn so that I can combo the brain freeze, so that I can probably kill whatever they play this turn. Okay, I can't kill that. Not quite. But I can kill that. And that's really scary. Because now I can do it like this. So they don't get the bonus damage. Then we just hope for no buffs. Hurts a little to play another frost spell this early. I think I can afford to take 2 damage. What if they have Wriggling Horror? I just don't think I can play another Brain Freeze yet. There is an alternative to get 1 Fire Sale into the deck. I think I'm just setting up for that Fire Sale for next turn. I'm accepting a little bit of damage here. And this plays around Wriggling Horror. So if they play Wriggling Horror, I can still kill both of those minions with the Fire Sale. Obviously I'm telling the priest that, so the priest knows. And if they just have like Mankrik here, that would be the perfect card. Survives the Fire Sale. Yeah, there's the Wriggling Horror, so I end up taking that damage. But I still get rid of this with the Fire Sale. Which was the plan here. But they chose the damage, which I also think was probably the correct move. Because they need the damage. They need the damage from minions to end games.
Is anyone else lost? You here for the tour?
I need to play an arcane spell here. I have 1 arcane spell available. We'll use that to kill the tour guide. More brain freezes. Or another arcane spell. I don't have any card draw here, so maybe I need an arcane spell. And this is the time to develop the Ice Barrier, because Shadow Priest is a deck that has to attack. They can't just suddenly stop attacking. I can play the Ice Barrier, because they still need damage from those minions to my face. Otherwise they will not achieve victory. A little bit afraid of Wasted, but we'll see. So +7 health from that attack. That's good for me. So that brings them the Wasted. There's no way they would pick up the Void Shard in this position. It's always the Wasted. And they're trying to find the Void Touch Attendant, I suppose. Well, there are plenty of good options. They found a tour guide. No Mana Feeder Pantera, okay. Freshman, okay. And another Wasted. So, if they find the Void Touch Attendant, then all of these tiny minions are actually really scary. So is this a Fire Sale turn? It probably is a Fire Sale. We do the Fire Sale. And I want to play the Arcane spell. So they get to discover a spell. That's not an Arcane spell. But Combustion seems pretty good. We'll go for the Combustion. Do I go for a Flurry now? These 2 minions. It's probably a flurry, yeah. So I really hope they weren't able to resurrect more mana feeder Pantheras, because if they get a lot of card draw here, then that's getting really scary. I've also used both fire sails, so getting a white board is actually... They didn't use the hero power. I really thought they would have.
I've got exotic wares.
Ah, but that one is now a little annoying. But now with the devolving Visage top deck, it's all acceptable. This should be really good. So let me see. Flame this. Cast fire an arcane spell. That's an arcane spell. Flame there. Flame there again. Flame there. Combustion these. And devolve their merchant into a 1/1. Now the only problem is that I'm all out of cards, so I will have to top deck some find some cards here. I think I can reverse the mana crystals to ping that away. We're not out of this yet. But now I will have a Brain Freeze that deals 6 damage. I've seen both Raised Deads, so I've seen all of the cards that are available from them. If I can top deck a Cram Session, that's amazing. I haven't even had any Incanter's Flows in this game. But Cram Session, Arcane Intellect, those are the kinds of Springboard. There are actually 6 really good cards here for me. That's the 4th Panthera that they play. They're just drawing like crazy today. They are just drawing like crazy today. So, do I put Ignite to the face? Do I put Ignite to the minion? Or do I hold back the Ignite to increase the odds of picking up something useful in exchange for taking 2 damage? I believe that will be acceptable. Because not shuffling the Ignite back to my deck means that I have an increased probability to draw Springwater, Arcane Intellect, or Cram Session. Which are some of the cards that I really want here. There is my Cram Session. So let's draw cards. Okay, this is starting to look interesting now. Incanter's Flow into Springwater and Flurry. Do I need the Springwater? No, I can simply do Incanter's Flow into Flurry. I don't want this to die, I want it to be frozen. Then I just hit face. By Apexis Blast phase. And at this point, the Shadow Priest is in dire straits. I don't believe they have the damage to finish the game, because Shadow Priest does not have a lot of damage from hand. Boom. Let's see how it goes. Meeting Stone. Okay. They are up to date with the meta choices. This is Wooling's list, isn't it? Wooling recently played a Meeting Stone Secret Paladin. I believe that is what we're seeing here.
Job's done.
I believe the Meeting Stone Secret Paladin is what we're up against now.
Really, it's not too heavy.
Four damage is still acceptable.
Job's done.
But I need to play Frost spell next. So, oh my Yogg, potentially.
May the light grant you peace.
And then they will have the Conviction. So there are some risks involved here. I can drop this second flame to the Oh my Yogg. It's actually a Galloping Savior. That's a little annoying. I'm not ready to handle it. I'm not ready to handle the Galloping Savior yet. So, Galloping Savior and Oh my Yogg are the secrets. Conviction and Hand of Adal are the holy spells.
The light dims, but we fight.
One mana off from good things. They could have the Wind Fury minion. There's a risk of dying here. So I need to play it like this. I leave just 1 damage on the board. Down to 19. I would really want to find some ice barriers. Ice barriers would be good. Yep, ice barriers would be good. This is not looking promising. That was a good roll. 5/8 Demon Spawn with Taunt coming right up. Do they have a way to answer it? Apparently they do.
For the Alliance and
Oh, the buffed up Cariel. That is great. And now either a Hand of Adal or another Conviction.
Reporting for duty.
Need all Fire, Frost and Arcane. But no fire spells in hand. I need to proc the Galloping Savior this turn. But this could be useful. Okay, down to 15. It is looking scary. I admit that it is looking scary. Fire spell. They attacked first. Oh, that could be an Oh my Yogg now. More Meeting Stones.
Reporting for duty.
It is not Oh my Yogg. No, it's another Galloping Savior. Okay. This will be good. We have the Galloping Savior procs. I will be able to do a cram session for 2 cards now. I mean, Arcanist is coming next. Do I want the cram session for 2 cards? Might as well. Eight cards in hand. And the Arcanist. Okay, we have the Arcanist. They have 2 Oh My Yogs. So the next 2 attacks will both give them an Oh My Yog.
What a day for a back.
Which means I have to be ready for those.
Strike! Then strike harder!
That's an Oh My Yog. We proc it with a 0-cost spell. Maybe we can even get a prep out of that. Or backstab, who knows? And it's the Arcanist.
Proven myself. I demand answers.
Into another fire sale. Might as well go for an Ignite to the Dome now. We have this to proc the next Oh My Yog. When they attack, it will get them another Oh My Yog again.
This is your moment.
Taken down. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.